Alrighty, what's up, motherfuckers? Peter Gilmore here for a Wednesday afternoon video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching the video. Hit the subscribe button down below and subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and share this video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. And that's all you got to do. So, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, chat, and do whatever you want. And that's all I got to say about that. And thank you for the dislikes, motherfuckers. That's all you can do. Disliking motherfucking cowards. It is what it is. And if you watch for 1 second, it equals a view. So thank you for the view. Bitch! And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this glorious Wednesday afternoon, almost Wednesday evening, here in the Northeast. The sun is shining, got the sun shining on my beautiful face. And rain poured here 3 o'clock. It was pouring over here in Jersey, and then it stopped, and then the sun came out. It was kind of cloudy, and now the sun's out, and might get more rain. They said the severe thunderstorm watch until 6 o'clock. That's like 40 minutes away, so yeah, probably not going to rain for the next foreseeable future. But that's all I got to say about it. But it has gotten cold here in Jersey. It was like 71 degrees, like about 2 o'clock. Now it's like 55 degrees. Whew. I think I'm in my warm house. That's all I got to say about that. So I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday, and if not, well, fuck you, man. And that's all I got to say about that. All right. So, yeah, a lot of shit been going on the last couple of days, and I mentioned this the other day. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I'm going to get to my NXT review in just a minute, but I want to quickly follow up on my rant I did the other day about Logan Paul and Jake Paul, and then I mentioned the whole EDP 445 situation. Now, last night, I watched the video of EDP 445 basically getting caught in the act by these two guys who are chasing him, and EDP goes to this alleged 13-year-old girl's apartment, and then he got caught in the act, and he's they have all the text messages and the DMs and all that shit on him. So basically he got busted. So at first he was like all calm and stuff, and then all the accusations were coming out, and then the guy's like, "For me for hitting this button," they were about to call the cops on the guy on EDP, and he's like, "Don't call the cops! Don't call the cops!" Really, those two idiots that went to confront EDP, they really should have called the cops. But it is what it is. But still, I think there's laws in California that would probably uh, get EDP off. Not like that, but you'll probably get away with it. But I don't know. But still, I mean, why would you risk your YouTube career, well, basically your life, meaning, stalking 15-year-olds or, going to a 13-year-old's house? Why would you do that? That makes no fucking sense to me. Now, I don't know, EDP has this fantasy or a fascination with young chicks that are younger than 18. I mean, the guy is weird in himself. I mean, he's funny, but and he, when he does Eagles rants and other shit. But there's something. There was something off about him, and I didn't notice it until now. Now he's a known pedophile. Now, this is not the first time a YouTuber has been caught as a sex as a child predator or a sex predator or whatever. We all remember Luke Dog way back in the day. Luke Dog. Well, I think a lot of people remember Luke Dog. He he was not a big YouTuber, but he used to be on a lot of shows like with WJ and Jerry. He was on that Epic Hangout with me, WJ. I said, who to the moon back in 2015. Came on for a little bit, and he was cool. I thought he was a cool guy, and then came out that he's a sex fiend. So his career went bye-bye, and I don't even know if he's. And now this whole thing with EDP on the act, he was about, he was going to the alleged 13-year-old girl's house for, I guess, he says he wanted a cupcake or something. I don't know what it was about, but probably wanted a banger. Probably, I don't know. With his freaking, his freaking warped mind, he probably wanted to bang this girl, but it is what it is. And got caught. And he knew he got caught. At first he's like, I'm not a pedophile. Make a note, I'm not a pedophile. And then, all the accusations come out. I'm like, oh, you got caught. You got caught red-handed. So, still the two guys, were about to call the cops on me. He's crying up a storm. He's calling his friend Felipe. He's like, oh, I think I'm going to jail. They caught me. Now I don't know what's going on with EDP. I think he deleted his channel. I know he said it was deleting his videos. Now we haven't heard from him in the last couple of days. Last video he had was on his backup channel. He was deleting all his videos. So I don't know if he deleted his channel, which I think was kind of it might be it's a good idea and a bad idea. It's a bad idea because you lose 2 million subs. But I don't know what's happening with EDP. I really don't know. No, because he left the when he got caught. He after all this stuff that he was about to get. He was about to get. The cops were about to come at him. He starts jetting, goes to his car, and the guy's like, he's going to his car. He's going home. So I don't know what happened. Went home. I don't know if he did that video where he said he was deleting all his videos and stuff. I don't know what happened. I mean, he has legit guns in his house. Legit guns that he's I guess he's all registered, to have guns and shit in his house. So I don't know, whatever. But I don't know what happened to him, man. He could have blew his fucking brains out. Because he got caught. And this is not the first time. I mean, Cold Raven, exposed him 9 or 10 times. He said in his video. So, so I don't know what happened to EDP, man. And it's fucking sad too. A fucking big YouTuber like him, 2 million subs, and you get caught doing that shit. It's fucking insane. I mean, I his content. I thought he was funny. With his rants on the Eagles. I think the video he did on Dax Prescott when he broke his leg. I thought that was kind of he said call him as a bitch. I thought that was kind of out of taste, and it kind of made me not like him that much anymore. God forbid something was that if that was one of the Jimmy Garoppolo or one of the Niners, I would have flipped out. Buried that motherfucker. And I think all the Niner Nation would have went on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, buried this fucking ass. If that was one of the Niners players. Holy shit. But, I assume that the Dallas Cowboys fan base probably buried him anyway, but you don't say that to a guy like Dax Prescott. Fucking guy broke his leg in the game. I mean, the way he broke his leg was just fucking sick. Ugh. You never want to see that. It's just fucking insane. But to say that about a football player, I mean, I know you like your Eagles. You're like a big, he's a big Eagles fan. He hates Howie Roseman. He hates the organization. He hates the players. Trolling or not trolling, I mean, it is what it is. And that's it. So, but now he got caught as a pedophile. And, a lot of people that, were sub to him, thinking about unsubbing. We have a lot of bad taste in our mouth now for this guy. And what's even worse is after that video I saw that my good buddy FKG, well, now he changed his name to the Yankee Messiah. Fuck the Yankees, by the way. Even though they won yesterday. Thank you for beating the Braves yesterday. Sorry, JD, but thank you for beating the Braves. Beat them tonight, please, too. Just saying, but I mean, no. So, like I said, I was watching the video, the simulcast that the Yankee Messiah FKG put up, and then right after that video was a live his Chet Goldstein. If you follow Chet Goldstein, go look him up. He was the guy that one of the guys that went to find EDP and shit, red-handed, blah blah blah. So Chet Goldstein did a live stream last night with EDP's ex-girlfriend, and boy, did she fucking roast him. Woo! I felt bad for her. I was like, you didn't know this guy was a fucking child predator or something like that, and you were going out with him. It was like 3 years, I think she said. And the funny thing, and a really shocking part was, going out for like 2-3 years. You didn't even fuck the guy. I mean, really? You go out with somebody for 2-3 years and you don't give up the pussy, you don't get dick? I mean, really? I know the guy's a fat fuck and probably can't see his penis, but, at least give him a blowjob or something, Good Lord. Didn't take me long to freaking get pussy from the girls I've been with. Didn't take me that long. My first girlfriend, Ashley, we all remember Ashley Marie. Most of you do, most of you don't. Before I even got on YouTube, I was with her from 2005 to 2007. But I met Ashley Marie online. Then we met a year later because we couldn't really find time to meet up and everything. But finally we met up, and we had sex. That first night I met her, I fucked her. So and from there we started our real relationship, and that was it. And then after that and then I met my now wife, yes, wife, Rosa. We all know Rosa's. Rosa. I met her online, and then we were talking online. We talked on the phone, and we finally met a couple months later in 2008. Met April 2008, and took like maybe I would say a couple months before we had sex. Let's say maybe 2 months, month or two before we actually had sex. And I understand girls don't want to give it up right away. They want to wait a couple of months to know the guy and shit like that. That's fine. That's fine. But if if a man and a woman connect, they have chemistry. Either you bang on the first date, if you feel like it, but or you wait a month or two. Don't wait 2 years, 3 years to finally have sex. I mean, come on. Unless you you're one of those girls or guys. I was like, I want to wait till marriage before I have sex. Not that many people out in America, I think, or in the world that believe in that. Some people do, some people don't, but that's their own opinion. Me, I just want to have a relationship and get to know the person, and then if things go right, you get the slap in the ass, and all that shit. But 2 years? Oh God. I feel bad for EDP not getting that pussy like he says he gets. But it is what it is. That's all I got to say about the EDP situation. And all I got to say, the EDP, you fucked yourself, man. You did it to yourself, and that's all I got to say about that. I mean, if you're gonna be running from the law, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? Well, this is going to hang over you for the rest of your life. I don't know if he's in his 20s or 30s. If he stays on YouTube, it's going to haunt him for life. And that's basically all I got to say about that. So if I was EDP, I would take a long time off. Maybe a year off. Or a year or two off at least. And then come back and see what happens. Maybe come back and give an apology. Not that anybody's gonna take you for your word or whatever, but you can't come back from this. You just can't come on a video like 5 days later and say, "I apologize. I'm a sex fiend. I'm this and that." No, nobody's gonna believe you. Nobody's gonna care. That's all I got to say about that. So Leave me your thoughts down below in the comments, or if you want to come in the chat, talk about the whole EDP situation. But I just want to briefly talk about it. I know I talked 18 minutes about it, but it is what it is. All right, enough about that stuff. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. As the title below says, it is time for your late and out of date NXT review for April the 20th, 2021, from the Capitol Wrestling Center in St. Petersburg, Florida. Yes, it is the 420 edition of NXT, and no, RVD was not on the show. But we all thought of him in spirit. Him and Matt Riddle, the two smoking weed heads. And hopefully you're coming down from your high from yesterday, because we all know yesterday was 420, and a lot of people been smoking that weed. You know, not me, not Rosa, not anybody else. No, because we don't smoke that shit. We don't smoke the ganja. We don't smoke the pipe or anything like that. We're straight edge. So straight edge, like our sponsors for once again today, Pepsi. That's all I gotta say about that. We're straight edge like CM Punk, bitches. That's all I got to say about that. All right, so NXT last night, pretty good show, and sad that NXT took out All Out Light by Slipknot as their theme song. Now they put Poppy's new song in there. I don't know the name of it, but it's fucking banging. Woo! I thought Poppy was just a pop star. What was I wrong? Screaming up like a banshee. Woo! Not like Maria Brink screaming up like a banshee, or Ash Costello screaming like a banshee. But I mean, come on. They're 10 times better than Poppy, in my opinion, but it is what it is. But still, so the theme is a banger, and I think it really that fits, the new NXT right now. Coming out of Stand and Deliver, the second week coming out of it. So it's a banger. It's a pretty good song. I don't know the name of it. I might download it. I don't know, but it is what it is. So the show itself was pretty. Let me check. Oh, hello, booty. I'm gonna check ringside news.com. Whoops, I spelled it wrong. I can't type today. I'm gonna check ringsidenews.com and see if they have the ratings. By the way, congratulations to Ronda Rousey for finally getting pregnant. So she's gonna have a little baby, the baddest baby on the planet, coming out in September. So that's pretty nice. Okay, I do have the ratings for this week, so let's get to that in just 1 second. All right, so the ratings went up this week from last week. Okay, so all right, so last week they did 805,000 views. This week they did 841,000 views with a 0.23 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic. A little bit of a jump this week, so not bad, but still, not 1 million, like 1.2 million like AEW got last week. I can only imagine what this week is going to be. Hopefully, either they get a bigger, a big time rating, or it goes down a little bit or a lot. But So they went up from six. Well, they had 768,000 viewers for night one of Stand and Deliver, and then the week after that was 688,000. So they went down after that, and then the week after that, 805,000. Well, last week 805,000. This week, 841,000 views. Like I said, not bad. Not bad for they're being on Tuesday nights. A lot of people probably watching Dark on YouTube. I don't know how much they got, but or people watching the Met game or they're watching something else. But NXT, basically the best thing in WWE right now, because Raw sucks. We saw that Monday night, the horrible Raw, another horrible Raw. And we'll see what happens on Friday night with SmackDown coming out of from this week. So we'll see what happens with that. And like I said, Dynamite's tonight. We'll see if they can build on their 1.2 million viewership. They might get 1.3. Who knows? But I think a lot of people are going to be invested in Dynamite every Wednesday night until hockey season starts or the playoffs start. Which would be the ratings will probably take a hit when the playoffs start. Which, like I said, it's going to be in a couple weeks, probably around May, probably like 2-3 weeks. I think the ratings will probably take a hit, but we'll see. And they got the big May 5th show coming up, the Blood and Guts show, which hopefully gets a big rating, but we'll see. And then the weeks following up to Double or Nothing on May 29th, we'll see how that hits, and that's it. And I don't know Impact's numbers for their shows the last couple weeks. I mean, this week is the go home show before this Sunday's Rebellion pay-per-view, which I'm not gonna do predictions for. I might do. I don't know if I'm not gonna do a review. I might talk about like what happened with Kenny Omega and Rich Swann. We all know Kenny Omega is gonna win the belt, but and become a triple champion. Holding the AAA championship, the AEW championship, and getting the Impact World Championship. But we'll see what happens with that. Like I said, I don't know the numbers for Impact. SmackDown, I think last week got 2.2, something like that. No, but still, 881,000. Was it 880? What did I say? 841,000. I think I said this week or yesterday. Not bad, not bad. But Vince wants 1 million. It is what it is, and also Vince wants to start touring. With Raw and SmackDown. He wants to tour soon. He wants to with his fucking. Thank you for the dislike, motherfuckers. That's happened. Jim Ross, good old JR, my God, Bobby Toss, said that AEW was going to start touring in July. But like I said, that remains to be seen. We only got 2.5 months to go. So, like I said, with this fucking virus, hopefully, AEW can start doing it. They can go to like outside of Florida, outside Jacksonville, Florida, and maybe hold events in like New York City, or well, I doubt New York City, but or Vegas, or doubtful California, or probably they're probably going to East, I think, but we'll see. So maybe All Out might be in Chicago this year, like it was the last couple of years. But like I said, depending on this virus and the restrictions with the fucking virus and the capacity that they can have. Remains to be seen. They may get 3,000-4,000 people, if they can if they do start touring, they can get all out 3 in Chicago. They probably could get maybe 3,000 people, 4,000 at best, maybe 5. I don't know. Like I said, depending on capacity and depending on the restrictions and all that other shit. It is what it is. All right, so let's get into NXT. All right, so NXT begins, and like I said, it was a pretty decent show with Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly comes out, and he comes out looking like from Weekend at Bernie's. Remember the movie? The first and second one? Oh boy, they were good. Basically comes out like dressed cool as a cucumber. Orange Cassidy 2.0. Because he came out with the hat. I think he had a fedora hat on, even though Orange Cassidy doesn't wear a hat. Came out with glasses. Freaking dungaree shirt, pants, and I was like, what, am I watching watching NXT? What the fuck am I watching here? So basically, Orange Cassidy doesn't put his hands in his pants, but crowd's chanting for him. This is the first time we've heard from Kyle since that brutal match with Adam Cole, baby, at night 2 of Stand and Deliver. So first time we're going to hear from him. So he says in life he faces some struggles and challenges. At TakeOver, he faced his toughest and most physical test of his life. He said he's put Adam Cole, baby, behind him and basically be himself. He says he's never thrust himself into the spotlight, and his work in the ring would speak for itself. But now that move on. So he basically says, what's next for him, and says he learned at TakeOver that instinct, and he found it, and he says it's the same one that Adam Cole baby had, and he says he was hesitant to act on his killer instinct, your goals per se. So he talks about what his next goals are. He said, do I am Levi here? Do I challenge for the workhorse title, as he called it, the North American title, go after Johnny Gargano, or does he go after the NXT World Champion Killer Kross? So he talked about time. He's like, time. Interesting. So he's about to tell Kross that he has something that he has or he wants. And then we hear the music of Cameron Grimes. And they're basically having a pretty funny interaction. He says he's out here to congratulate him because he showed that he could stand and deliver. Nice use of the pay-per-view there. He says he made a killing on DraftKings betting on him because he was the underdog. But Kyle was the underdog, and Grimes saw him as a could have him watching his back and investing in him, and kind of hypes the idea of presenting Kyle as cool Kyle. Then he talks about the moment that he destroyed Adam Cole coming off the top rope with that flying knee through the chair and with the chain around it. Ugh, just fucking sickening moment. He says it could be an NFT, and Kyle's like, what is an NFT? Because ask the Undertaker, you know what it is, but it is what it is. So he talks about KO coins, not Kevin Owens coins, but KO coins as well, and says they could go to the moon. Kyle's like, I love the idea. You're a genius. You're great. Thank you for the Doge coins. Yeah, for all you people who invested in Doge, in the Doge coins, and it went up like 200% or whatever it was. It went like. You're wishing you did not make that investment because you lost a lot of money. Should have sold when it was about to go down. I should have made a. I could have made a. I should have invested in Doge. Could have made a couple $100, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of not experienced in the stock, investing in stocks and all this shit. But if somebody wants, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Facebook or on Instagram, and let me know, how to invest. I'd like, to actually worth something, so I can buy a stock and then just sell it, get my money. I'm not going to invest in the WWE stock. I don't even know. I wish AEW had. Like I said, I don't have a lot of money on me right now. I mean, I do, but I want to put that money aside, for my car payments and my, all the other shit I got right now. Those bills are coming in right now, and I got to pay them off. But one day maybe I'll invest in. I used to invest in AT&T when I was a kid. My uncle, I used to get like different things from AT&T in the mail. Like I would get like checks in the mail from AT&T, not checks, like $1,000 from AT&T just for stocks and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Like I said, maybe one day invest in maybe a stock or two, maybe maybe get some money off it. But we'll see what happens on that. All right, got my good buddy Nick Infante, 1992. In the chat says, "What's up? What's up there, Nicholas? Can I call you Nicholas? I'll call you Nick. Okay. So about Dogecoins, blah blah blah. So Cameron Grimes says it's time to celebrate their arrangement with another celebration. Or actually, Kyle says that because he's clear to compete and has found his first opponent. His next opponent, or his first opponent since Stand and Deliver. And then he's like, I can't see you. I don't know where you are. And then Cameron's like, oh, it's not me. Don't want to be me. And so Kyle puts on his shades and he looks at Kyle and looks at Cameron Grimes and goes, hey, it is you. Pop, right? Dex Grimes lays him out. So that's going to be a minute for later in the night. So we got Kyle O'Reilly taking on Cameron Grimes in the main event. Should be some good stuff. And he's got fought in PWG. Woohoo, boy. It's going to be a great match coming up later tonight. And that's pretty much what I got to say about that. And we move on. So I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's all I guess. That's basically it. So, yeah, we move on. All right, then we go to footage of earlier in the day with the, what's the name? Damn it, I forgot it. The Empress of the Sun, I think she is, or something like that. Well, basically, we get the newcomer Saray coming to the CWC with her, I guess, her interpreter. So she comes in and she greets William Regal, And then Zoe Stark comes in and says she'd love to have the chance to face her. And then Rio's like, I think I can make that happen. What do you say, Saray? Would you like to have your first match with Zoe Stark? And she goes, oh, yes. Yes, Mr. Rico. Yes, Mr. Rico. Yes. So, but first we have sushi. No, you didn't say that. So we're going to get Saray in her first match against Zoe Stark. It should be a pretty good match, and we'll see what happens with the Empress of the Sun, or the something of the Sun. The Mistress of the Sun. I forget what it is. Mistress of the Sun, Empress of the Sun, Goddess of the Sun. I don't know. But still, and that's pretty good stuff. So we're gonna see the lovely Saray in action, and if you never saw Saray, you better go watch some fucking tapes. And that's all I gotta say about it. Because I've seen her stuff, not that stuff. I could see her stuff there. How I like the the Asians, you know what I mean. But she can show me her stuff anytime she wants. But still, I saw her in the ring, and she's pretty good, pretty good. And that's all I gotta say about that. So we'll see what happens with her and Zoe Stark. All right, Nick says nothing much. On this Wednesday evening, about 6 o'clock here in the Northeast. And yes, AEW Dynamite coming up in 2 hours. And it should be some pretty good stuff. Some good stuff tonight on AEW Dynamite. And that's that. We got Darby Allin defending the TNT title against Jungle Boy Jack. Should be pretty decent. We got Ricky Starks putting his undefeated streak on the line against Adam Page. That should be pretty good. Probably get some stuff with the Pinnacle, maybe with the Inner Circle and Iron Mike Tyson. But we'll see what happens with that. Probably some more stuff with the Super Elite. The Young Bucks and the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, and the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Kenny Omega. I didn't look at the card, but I think they're in action. So we'll see what happens with that. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much basically what's going to be on the show. But there's probably going to be some more stuff, as they're rolling on to the big show on May 5th, from 2 weeks from tonight, Blood and Guts. And that's going to be some awesome fucking shit. And we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. That's that. I already called Saray for wife. You already have 3. Actually, I have 4. You don't know. You don't know, but you don't know, Nick. But Mia Yim is one of my Asian wives too. Even though she's married to Keith Lee, it's okay. I'm not gonna mess with Keith fucking Lee. But just remember, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Cole hit that first. Oh, absolutely. He'll deny it, but if you watch him and his stuff in CCW when Mia Yim was his manager and / girlfriend, and all the segments they had, oh boy. I don't blame Adam Cole, even though he was like 20-something years old. And Mia Yim was like in her 20s, I think, too. And then, she got with, well, she didn't get with, sexually get with, but, she went to Ring of Honor. She became Princess Mia. Prince Anna's girlfriend. And boy, she looked hot back in Ring of Honor. Oh boy. I remember seeing her for the first time at Glory by Honor when I think it was when Roddy won the belt from Tyler Black, or we all know him as Seth Rollins. I remember when I first saw her come out and that she had a fucking tight ass fuck blue dress on. I was like, damn. I was like, damn, Nana, how did you get that chick? Holy shit. And Prince Nana proceeded to yell at Rosa. That was funny. It's like, you shut up, fat girl! Shut up, you fat... I mean, I don't know what he said, but he basically yelled at fucking Rosa. That was funny. That's funny. Bonner, very nice lady. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah. So you can have Saray, Nick, but, just remember, I got it. I got it. And does Rosa know? No, she doesn't need to know. She's not even here, so yeah, she doesn't need to know. She knows. She listens to she watches some of my shit. She knows, I have my fantasies and everything, wanting to bang Io Shirai and Kairi Sane and Asuka and Sasha Banks and Charlie Caruso, and Melina, and many others. Scarlett Bordeaux. That's all I gotta say about that. So yeah. So if it is what it is. She doesn't really need to know, and I really don't give a shit if anybody tells her. That's what matters. And that's that. What are you kidding about? Are you kidding about Saray, or are you kidding about what this was? Whatever. That's that. Blah 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 blah. That's that. She loves the taste of chocolate. Mia Yim. Keith Lee is lucky. Yeah. Keith Lee is a lucky man. He is very lucky. At least Mia Yim is with a better person than she was before Keith Lee. The whole thing with her getting, abused, physically abused by Eddie Kingston. I don't know if sexually abused, but I don't know anything about it. But I know her and Kingston were just like toxic. And that's why she got rid of him. I think Eddie Kingston went to jail for that. I'm not exactly sure, but don't tell Eddie it. But I come kick my ass. But still, me is with a better man than Eddie. Eddie Kingston is a hothead. Great wrestler, but kind of a hothead. And I think Mia Yim picked the wrong guy to get with. But now she's with a better guy. Now she's engaged. She'll soon be married. Probably have little limitless kids running around soon. But I'm happy. I'm happy. That's all I gotta say about that. So we move on. All right, so like I said, Saray and Zoe Stark are going to have a match coming up, and we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. All right, there we go. We go inside the CWC, and we go backstage where we have our great friend, Eli Drake. No, not L.A. Knight. It's Eli Drake. And that's not an insult. That's just a fact of life. So basically, saying that he was the highlight of NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver in that gauntlet match, the gauntlet elimination a match, and but got teamed up by a bunch of guys who just decided they couldn't let him take their shine. Then he brings up Dexter Lumis. Could be Dexter Lumis is first on his list for revenge, and their match is coming up next. So not a bad promo from Eli Drake, and we'll see what happens when this match with Dexter Lumis coming up in a little bit. So I gave that promo 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. So then we go to the match. But before we get to that, we get a recap of Indy Hartwell getting carried out last week by Dexter Lumis, getting her man. She's like, oh, dead, and she goes, good Indy, her man. So now she's with creepy Dexter Lumis, or supposedly with Dexter Lumis. I think it's creepy in itself, but it is what it is. So we get to the match, and match wasn't that bad. So with Eli talking some shit to Dexter, and Dexter just stares at him really creepy. Then they go at it. Eli gets Lumis in the corner. They break it off. Eli goes for a cheap shot, but Dexter ducks, takes control, sends Eli into the ropes. But Eli takes Lumis down, hits a jackknife pin for a near fall. Goes off the ropes, kicks Dexter out of a body drop. Dexter gets up, charges right into a boot from Eli. And and continues to talk some smack at Dexter. Dexter grabs him in the silencer, or the silence. But Eli to the side, Dexter's feet, but Dexter grabs him. Eli hangs him out on the rope, hits a neck breaker over the ropes. Ow. Then he comes off the ropes into a body drop. Comes up to Dexter staring right at him. He was like, whoa! And then he backs up, he crouches himself on the ring post. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Allowing Dexter to take control. Dexter comes in, dodges a leaping nectar. Then he sends Dexter out of the ring as we go to picture-in-picture. So while that's going on, Eli goes out of the ring and starts beating the crap out of Dexter. Picks Dexter up and goes to slam him into the apron, but Dexter reversed it. He goes back in the ring, grabs at Eli, but Eli slips away, so Dexter goes back out, stalking him. And then Eli gets in the ring and hits an elbow on Lumis as he slides in, then lays him out against the ropes. Then he stomps on him and rope. He starts yelling at the fans, calling them dummy. Yeah. Comes back to drop a form on Dexter. But Dexter gets back up when Eli comes in. Eli with knees to the back and then a chin lock to wear Dexter down, so we get a little bit of a rest period. Dexter gets to his feet, gets out of it, comes off the ropes into a knee lift that flips him. Leaping knee and a cover for a near fall. So he's continuing to work on Dexter for a little bit. Charges in the corner, but Dexter gets the big boot up and hits a spine buster. Then he starts laying in punches to Eli, clothesline in the corner, then a ball. Then he hits a big belly to back suplex and a big leg drop. picks up Eli and hits a slingshot suplex for a near fall. Eli stops Dexter with a throat thrust, but then gets tossed to the outside. Dexter follows. Knight grabs him to the apron. Then he picks Dexter up, but Dexter with an uppercut. And then we see Indy Hartwell standing behind the barrier, like they come face to face and like this. Oh, I want to kiss you, but I can't because you're behind the plexiglass. And then Eli takes the distraction as the advantage. And then Eli tells Indy that you can't be impressed with a guy like this. And then Dexter uses that distraction to attack him over the ropes with a big dive. And then both men get in, but Eli catches Loomis as he's coming through the ropes with the 1%er, with it looks like a diamond cutter, well, Gilmore cutter, on the ropes. High trick gets a shocking victory over Dexter Loomis. And that's basically all I gotta say about that. So the match was okay. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, Indy and Dexter get close again. They're about to kiss. Well, I don't know if Dexter was about to kiss her, but basically they go for a kiss. But then Candice LeRae, Johnny Gargano, and Austin Theory, The Way, come out, pull her down, and basically carry her out. So that's it. So no smoochie for you, Indy Hartwell. Maybe next time, but that's it. So I still think Indy Hartwell's gonna break away from the Way and get her man, and then she'll be Dexter's love toy, or shit. I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe we'll see Dexter start drawing Indy Hartwell naked or something like that. Like in Titanic, where Jack was drawing Rose naked. When she was naked on the couch. Something like that. Something like that's gonna happen. I just feel something's gonna happen. Like something like that's gonna happen. Like with Dexter, we see in the back, and he's drawing something. We don't know what it is, and then we pan around and we see like Indy Hartwell naked or something like that. Well, not her. I mean, the drawing of her naked or something like that. That would be fun. But no, WWE's PG. We can't do that. Or what they could do is just have her in a cloth, but we know she's naked underneath, and then Dexter's drawing and getting a hard on. But it is what it is, and that's that. So that's what I think is likely going to happen, but we'll see. So like I said, 2.25 out of 5 stars for that, and we move on from there. I am sure she dreams about the male wrestler. Oh, that's Rosa. Yes, she does. She dreams about Antonio Banderas, but she still has her, she still has her favorite wrestlers like Bobby Roode and them boys, the Briscoe brothers, and she still has this fascination for Todd Sinclair. Yeah, that Todd Sinclair from Ring of Honor. Yeah. So, you want to go on Todd Sinclair's Facebook page, or you want to go on his Twitter or his Instagram. I don't know if he has Instagram. Go tell him that Rosa likes him, and he wouldn't care. Him, from we went to Field of Honor. I forgot which one it was. I think it was 1 or 2. And we're leaving Coney Island. We're leaving Keyspan Park. And we're walking, and we see Michael Elgin at the time when Michael Elgin was in Ring of Honor, Tommaso Ciampa, Todd Sinclair, Karen Silkin, and I think somebody else. They're at Nathan's getting some food, obviously. So I took a picture with Ciampa. I took a picture with Michael Elgin, and then Rosa proceeded. It was like, I gotta get a picture with Todd Sinclair. So she gets her picture with Todd Sinclair. So yeah, she's been fascinated with Todd Sinclair ever since. I told Todd, he's like, she's your favorite. He's like, I don't care. Mm-hmm. And Todd's from Boston, so it is what it is. So But yeah. Rosa has her guys that she likes, but she still sucks my dick. And Rosa doesn't need to know. Rosa doesn't need to know who I like and who's my wives and everything. She knows that already. Eli Drake, dummy, yeah. Lewis was better at Sam Shaw. Yeah, I agree. Sam Shaw wasn't as creepy. Even though, he was creeping on what's her name? Christy Hemmers. Well, as I call her, Christy Hemmers, but that was kind of creepy back in TNA. The whole thing with her, with Sam Shaw and Chrissy Hemme and I think was he feuding with? I think he was feuding with Mr. Kennedy back then. I think it might have been Gunner too, but I forget. But yeah, he was as creepy as Sam Shaw, but this Dexter Luminator is creepy as fuck. This was. I thought Samuel Shaw was gonna go Bundy. Now, I don't know about that. Who knows? Well, like I said, I think this whole thing between Indy Hartwell and creepy Dexter Loomis is gonna eventually come to a head, and then they're gonna get together. Yeah, they're gonna get together, have a nice little. Well, she's gonna have this fascination with Indy, drawing pictures and of her naked. I don't know, or just really weird pictures of Indy. Or Indy's gonna, I think Indy did a picture of Sam, or not Sam, sorry, Dexter. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens over the next couple of weeks. But they're gonna get together. Obviously, they're gonna have their first kiss, and it's gonna all mash go for Indy. She's gonna get wet in her panties. Dexter's gonna get a hard on. But it is what it is. So, love in wrestling is great. It is what it is. And no time. I'm not a Bundy. But it is what it is. I like King Kong Bundy, but I'm not a Bundy. I like Al Bundy too. Peg! Peg has sold shoes on a shoe store, Peg! I scored touchdowns on the game, Peg! At Pokemon! I missed that show. That's all I gotta say about that. I wait enough. Well, 1 hour in. All right, let's get to finishing this baby up. Let's do that. Because the missus probably from her shopping trip. All right, then we go to a promo from Leon Ruff, talking about Isaiah Swerve Scott. So their feud's going on. So he says that he enjoyed smashing Swerve's head into the locker room, to the lockers last week after he lost. He got pissed and he's like, "Get over here, Scott!" Bashed his fucking skull into the lockers about 5 times. He says he's done playing around. He's already kicked down the door, and now the ball's in Swerve's. So we'll see what happens with this situation as it continues on. And probably get another match coming up. Not that's going to be great, but it is what it is. I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we move on. All right, after that, we go to commercial. We come back. We see Io Shirai, the former NXT Women's Champion and my third wife, we all know that. She's talking with Beth fucking Phoenix. So Beth asked her about when she won the NXT Women's title way back when at NXT TakeOver in Your House. That was last May, I believe, last year. So it was getting close to being 1 year champ. Io, it was the biggest night of her life. She loves what she does, and holding the title means she's the best in the world. Her performance at TakeOver Stand and Deliver and losing the belt. Io says that Raquel was her biggest and toughest challenge. But when the time is right, she'll get her rematch. So Beth's like, well, what's next for you? Io says, well, Io says she's gonna rest up. She has a little bit of some injuries, like she's beat up, blah blah blah. And she's defending the title for over 300 days and needs some time to rest. So yeah, she's gonna take some time to be with me and get fucked in the ass even more. So I'll take real good care of her. Just she'll be my little side dish. I'll take really good care of her, Vince. Real good care of her. Oh, sorry, Hunter, Paul. I'll take real good care of her. And then about months later, I'll get back to you by SummerSlam weekend. That's anyway. So as she's about continuing to talk, we see a dog go run on the table, and Beth's like, "Oh, a dog!" So we see Frankie Monet, Taya Valkyrie, come in. She introduces herself to Io, congratulating her on her title win. She's watched Beth since she was a kid, and said if Io time off, she's able to her shoes. So Io's pissed, goes off in Japanese. It's like, oh, something like that. And Frank's like, mm-hmm. I understood her perfectly. She's like, bitch, get out of here. Mm-hmm. So, they think Japanese, she's also like, get the fuck out of here. So she starts talking in Japanese. Frank is like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. And then Io gets up in her face. She's like, I like cats better. I like that. That was awesome. I love that. That was great. That was great. So Io loves cats. She's a person. She had a thing on her on I think it was her Twitter or her. It was on a Twitter of her with a cat. So she's a cat person. Nothing wrong with that. I have a cat. It's over there. You can't see it, but my Zuzu. We all love the wrestling cat, Zuzu. And I heard WJ got a new cat. Kind of looks like Zuzu a little bit. So I'm still waiting. My cat versus your steel cage, brother. Let's make it happen. Come on. My cat versus your cat. Gotta happen. That's all I gotta say about that. Let's do it. Let's get it on. Not like that, but just the wrestling cat of YouTube. And that's that. But we'll see. I know. That's it. I'm not kidding about Tom Sinclair being a Bundy. He probably is. I don't know. I don't know. And for people that don't know what Bundy means, Nick will tell you. Nick, go. When you get a chance, Nick, tell the people at home what a Bundy is. I know what it is, but I'm not going to tell. That's it. All right, so that's a segment with EO, Beth Phoenix, and Frankie Monet, or sorry, Taya Valkyrie. So Taya Valkyrie, if Taya wins the title from Raquel Gonzalez, well, she just goes after Taya Valkyrie when she comes back in a couple months, because I think she's going back to Japan a little bit. I think she'll come back. I think she'll be back in a couple months. I don't think she's going to be out that long. Hopefully not. Hopefully not like a year or something like that. We don't know about. Like she has an injury we don't know about. But that's all I got to say about that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and we'll roll on. That's it. All right, then we go to our next match. We got Breezango come out in British Bobbies. British the Queen's Guard regalia, and they come out to the British Bulldogs theme, which I thought was kind of nice, kind of mocking the grizzled young veterans Drake and Gibson. Come out, they're pissed. They cut a promo on them. Gibson says, calls them typical Yanks, ignorant Yanks. That's what Yankee fans are, ignorant and classless. Ain't that right, Yankee fans? You fucking pieces of shit from the Bronx. Go suck the Mets. Go suck all our Met fans' dicks, Yanks. And that fun and games will get nowhere, and they can take their cosplay and go. And then Gibson says they're soon to be as the new NXT Tag Team Champions. So same shit they've been saying for the past year or so. And that's that. So to the match. The match was all right. And start off with Breezango going after him at the belt, and then Gibson and Drake go out of the ring to regroup, and then Gibson comes in, takes over on Ty Breeze, but Breeze on Gibson for a little bit, tag back in and out with Fandango. Taking down Gibson. Drake blocks it. Which allowed Gibson to take over. Gibson with a chin lock. Tags in Drake. They whip Fandango into the ropes, but Fandango kicks him on the ropes, throws Gibson out, then tags and Tyler Breeze. They catch Drake on the ropes, hit a kick, sending him out, and then Fandango leaps over the ropes to take him down. And dancing, and he's like, "Who do you?" No, he was doing his Fandango dance, what he used to do back in when he was Fandango. I forgot how that song goes, but it's what it is. So we get that, and then we come back from break. We got Drake and Fandango in the ring. Drake hits a shoulder tackle on Fandango, goes up top for Fandango. Moves. Drake tweaks his knee, and we all thought that he legit fucked his knee up. And then Tyler's like, "What's going on? Did he break his leg? Oh my god! I don't know what's going on." And then Gibson comes in from behind, gives the old Roddy Piper thumb to the eye, and then miraculously James Drake is feeling better. He's like, "Oh, I'm fine, ref. I'm fine. I'm just joking." So Gibson comes in near the fall, and then they go to work on Fandango. Fandango gets back to his feet, rolls out, goes for the tag Tyler Breeze, but Gibson catches him. Fandango takes Gibson down, and both of them are down. And then Drake comes in, catches Fandango, but Fandango leaves, tags in Tyler Breeze, comes in like a house of fire, knocking Gibson off the apron. Sounds like Drake, then hits an Insigity on Gibson and comes back in. Then Tyler Breeze goes outside the ring, takes both of them out. Then he hits a punch to the gut and a Russian leg sweep. And then Gibson comes in, sends Tyler Breeze off the ropes. Gibson comes in, they hit ticket to 1, 2, 3. They get the win. So the Grizzled Young Veterans pick up the win. All right, gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. And we move on. All right, then we go back. We see Mackenzie Mitchell with Indy Hartwell. And Indy says she has a lot to say. "No, this interview is off. We're getting done. This is not happening." And Indy's like, "Well, I got sick. Come on, let me sing it, please." So anyway, Reed comes in and it's like, fit for Indy. He's got his eye on the North American title. He wants another match with Johnny Gargano since he lost at 2. So he wants another shot at him. So Austin Theory says there's no way he's ripping Gargano's head off. He talked to William Johnson will get a title shot is if he beats him. So Bronson's like, "Oh, I'm cool with that." So I'm good. So I'm like, "You dummy!" So Bronson walks off all happy. Johnny's pissed. And he's like, "What do you mean you talked to Regal? What the fuck? I talked to Regal. That's the only time I only talked to Regal." So him and Candice say there's no interview. This it. This interview is done. He takes the mic and they all walk off, and that's it. So it looks so next week we got Bronson Reed taking on Gargano and the North American title, and that's all I guess. So I get that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars as well. So like I said, I think it looks like Indy Hartwell is going to be breaking away from the group pretty soon. And we grabs. Says Kyle O'Reilly will be back in the hospital. And he opens an envelope about something about the FNT. He says he put his bid in and they put his value. They got a very high bid after it, and the winner was Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. Ha ha ha! And Grimes is put a price for the $1 Million Man. Now I heard a rumor that Ted DiBiase was going to come to NXT and be Cameron Grimes, or his like financial advisor or something like that. Could work. Nope. He's the $1 Million Man. Put them together. Could work. We'll see. And all that stuff. So I gave that a 5 stars. And we move on from there. I am Sub-Zero. Sorry, I'm watching a Sub-Zero trailer. It debuts this Friday, so you better go see it. Or if you want to watch it on HBO Max. All right, then we get to our next match. Zoe Stark taking on Saray. Saray's got a J-pop meets hard rock theme song. Pretty good. Not like EO. And let me see if I can get this done because I already have a round left. So match was pretty good. It wasn't great. So they circle each other, then they go for a test of strength, which Zoe wins easily. But Saray flips around, gets a pinfall of her own. Then Zoe trips Saray up for a pin. Excuse me. And Saray goes off the ropes, hits a reverse STF. Eesh. That hurt. Zoe gets the ropes to break it, and then Saray chops her in the corner, whips her across. She runs, and then Zoe with a snap suplex for a near fall. Saray fights back, but gets an elbow back, and then Zoe with some elbows to the shoulder, and then gets another near fall out of that. And then Saray goes head first into the corner. Zoe turns her up. She starts beating her down. Zoe with a submission, but Saray backs her into the corner. Again into the corner. And Zoe gets sent over the ropes onto the apron. Saray kicks her down. Zoe comes back in, and they're going at it. and Saray gets knocked down, but and she's just going right into a knee lift from Zoe Stark. Stole the kick, and then a diving by Saray, gets a near fall. Then Zoe hits a big kick to face, then a half and half suplex, and then a charging knee strike gets Saray with a roll up for a near fall. Then sorry about that. But Saray with a roll for a near fall, gets kicked hard for a near fall, then another near fall. Zoe picks Saray up. She modified Saito suplex. 1, 2, 3. Saray that I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. So good start. And wasn't a bad debut. Not bad. And Saray looked pretty good. She looked strong. We'll see what happens with her in the coming weeks. And that's that. Afterwards, they share a hug in the ring, which you like to see. And then out of nowhere, ramp, we see Toni Storm attack her from behind. Starts beating the crap out of her. Then Saray comes in and backs Toni Storm off. And that's it. So looks like we're gonna get a Zoe Stark Toni Storm feud. Or maybe we'll get, but still probably get some good matches coming out of this whole thing. So we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. All right, then we go to the back with Mackenzie Mitchell. She has the NXT Women's Champion Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai next to her. So Mackenzie asks Raquel about Io Shirai's comments about a rematch. Raquel puts Io over and says she's been busting her ass and will continue to represent as an even better campeon. She beat Io so bad she's taking some time off. And then Mackenzie is saying that Mercedes wants a shot, but Dakota wants to learn magic at her. But Dakota wants to learn magic at Hogwarts, and they don't all get what they want. So I don't know what the fuck she was talking about. I was like, what? And then Raquel says that the women, and that's it. So suddenly Mercedes Martinez for the NXT Women's will move on from there. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we go to commercial. We come back. We see Candice LeRae saying Indy needs to stop being distracted by boys. Indy's like, well, he's a man, baby. So Candice like, focus, and walks along. Indy then gets distracted as we see, and Candice just continues to walk on, while Indy and Dexter, basically do whatever. I don't know what they were doing. Don't want to know. And then Candice opens the door and runs into Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, and says, "You guys are not even a team." And me and Indy, and she looks behind her, like, and Indy's not there, and then Ember and Shotzi are all smiling, and she tries to escape and gets dragged into the bathroom. I think it was a bathroom. That bathroom, but basically, I think you can tell what happened. She got the crap beat out of her. But this was so. I gave that 2 out of 5. The Real Regal, and they got a tag team title match coming up next week. So let's see what happens with that. That's all I can say about it. All right, then we get a recap of Kushida last week from Santos Escobar and all the reaction from on there and in Japan. Yeah, that's because I tweet. Well, fuck you, WWE. So we get that, and we have Alicia Taylor. Comes out with his. Still wants to get with Alex. I don't know. Isn't out? Well, months ago, right? Just saving, with the Motor City Machine Guns. Haven't seen him since. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. And I don't know what. Chris Harris is back. We don't remember Chris Harris under that name. We can't say. I don't even remember. So yeah. So Chris Harris is back. So they had Chris Harris is actually going to be fighting in TNA again with James Storm as America's Most Wanted. But we'll see. That's that. So anyway, Kushida cuts a promo, and he actually spoke some perfect English because he's not from Japan. He's from Canada. Gets to the mic, says last week he won the title in an open challenge, so he's going to give it a challenge of his own. Let me check time here. All right, I'm going to summarize this. little bit. So he says he's going to give the same opportunity. So he issues an open challenge, and who should come out but former NXT Tag Team Champion and former CCW World Champion Oni Lorcan, or Biff Busick for you dumb people at home. So Oni Lorcan comes out, and so this match was great. This was a not perfect match, but pretty damn good match. They go at it. They just beat the living bejesus out of each other. You know, hard kicks. There's one point when Lorcan went to second rope, and Kushida almost kicked his head off and sent him to the outside. And then after that, they go at it, and then we get near the end, and hits a blockbuster for a near fall. Lorcan with a hard chop. Kushida is getting pissed. He's hulking up, brother, and they're chopping the living shit out of each other. And Kushida wins that and hits the fastball punch, and then the cartwheel drop kick, and then he hits a big punt kick to Lorcan's ball, who he was working on for most of the match. Then he locks in a really sloppy looking hoverboard lock, but he gets it locked in, and Lorcan taps out. It was right there. So Kushida wins the match. Was non-title, but it is what it is. But great match. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. That's an awesome match. They're like these two guys. Just great match. Great match. And that's it. So that's that. So like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars for that. Afterwards, Santos Escobar comes out with Legado del Fantasma, Joaquin, and Raul Mendoza. They attack Kushida from him, and Santos directs traffic. They beat them down on the outside. And then MSK comes out. Wesley and Nash Carter, they come out to even the odds. And it's a full-on brawl. And the faces, Kushida sends Santos Escobar over the ropes and to the floor. And that's it. I know you find out later in the show that next week, we're going to have a 6-man tag team match with Kushida and MSK taking on Legado del Fantasma and Santos Escobar. So that should be pretty good. So we'll see what happens with that. So I give the Aftermath 3 out of 5 stars. And we move on from there. And that's it. All right, then we go to a back with Mercedes Martinez. She cuts a promo. She says Raquel Gonzalez is ducking her and had a chance to say something in the interview earlier on, but she didn't, and let Dakota Kai basically talk for her. She says Raquel is in charge, and Raquel responds like a good little lapdog. She says she's going to take Dakota out next week, and then nothing will stand between them and the NXT Women's title. So we'll see what happens next week with that match. And I think Dakota Kai's in over. I think she's going to get her ass handed to her. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. The commercial, we come back again. We see Austin Theory explaining how he got Bronson Reed booked against him. And then we see Candice LeRae walked in, and she looked like she just had sex with Johnny Gargano. Her eyes are all messed up. Her hair's all messed up. But really, in reality, she got beat up by Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. And then Indy Hartwell walks in after, says she saw Dexter. I saw Dexter, and I got all wet in my panties. Oh. And she said she also went to William Regal's office, and they're getting a tag team title match next week. So she's like, yay, we're getting a tag team title match next week, Candice, yay! So she goes to hug her, Candice like, fuck! So that's that. So let's see, Indy Hartwell and Candice go for the tag team belts against Ember Moon and Shotzi next week. And I think Ember Moon and Shotzi are going to retain. Because it'll be kind of weird if you have Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae as champs, and with Indy Hartwell's fascination with Dexter Lumis, gonna be kind of weird, messed up. But strange things have happened in the WWE and on NXT, but it is what it is. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and that's it. So big show next week. We got the tag team title match on the line. Women's tag team belts on the line. We got Bronson Reed and Austin Theory. You see, Bronson gets his title shot if he wins. And then we got the 6-man tag team with Kay and Kushida taking on Santos Escobar and Legado del Fantasma. So that should be a big show next week. So we'll see what happens. All right, then we get to a next match. Ever versus Imperium. Oh, sorry. Everybody's Rules taking on Imperium. Match wasn't anything to write home about. 2-minute suckfest. Imperium wins as they take Parker down. Drake is trying to get at Alexander Wolf. They tag in to hit that elevated uppercut move. They hit, and 1, 2, 3. Imperium gets the win. And thank you for coming, Chase Parker. And that's it. So Imperium gets the win. And they continue on their way. And that's all I got to say about that. So I gave that match 1.5 out of 5 stars. Just like a match for Imperium. And that's it. And that's it. All right. After that, we see Kyle O'Reilly heading to the ring for the main event. Runs into Karrion Killer Kross and the Loaded Voodoo at the gorilla position. They have a good stare down. That was kind of epic. I'm like, woo, foreshadowing. And that's it. So TikTok, Kyle, TikTok. That's all I got to say about that. So that was nice. And that's it. All right, after that, like I said, next week we got Dakota Kai and Mercedes Martinez, Bronson Reed and Austin Theory, and Kushida and MSK versus Legado del Fantasma. And I think that tag title match as well. But I don't know if that's next week or maybe in the future, but we'll see. That's that. All right, then we get to the main event. We got Kyle O'Reilly taking on Cameron Grimes. To the moon. This was another great match. If you haven't seen these guys fight in PWG, the matches they've had, just fucking shit. But this one was pretty good in itself. And they went at it. They just beat the crap out of each other. And it was a very long match, like 10.5 minute match. We get to the end. They trade kicks. Grimes with the triple X and gets a near fall. Grimes goes slowly to the corner. He charges in, but eats a kick. A suplex. Grimes does and hits a super kick. And then Kyle comes back with a clothesline a la Mr. John Moxley. And then O'Reilly picks up Cameron, hits a Bleed Buster. Then he goes to I thought it was going to be it. Kyle hits a leaping knee drop that he hit on Adam Cole, baby, at Stand and Deliver. So that's, I guess, his new finishing move. So it hits the leaping knee. Kyle O'Reilly picks up the win. And a great match. I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's basically it. That ends for so like I said, 3.25 out of 5 stars for that match. What can I say about that? So pretty good show from NXT last night, and we'll see what happens. This Tuesday night on the program with some good matches coming up, and that's it. So, NXT, I think, has found its home now on Tuesday nights. They're slowly getting more ratings in, here and there. Night 2, I think, was their highest rating that they got because it was on Thursday nights. Right before WrestleMania, and going up against Impact. So they squashed Impact to death. I don't know how much. I forgot what they did that night. I think it was like 800,000 or something like that. Anyway, Like I said, they did 804,000 last week. They did 841,000 last night. So they're gaining momentum, and we'll see what happens with that. And maybe next week they'll do maybe 900,000, maybe close to a million. I think they'll get to a million eventually, but we'll see what happens with that. And we'll move on. So my final rating for NXT last night, I gave it a good old solid 7 out of 10. Ooh, a 7! Oh my god! Yeah, I gave, I give NXT the credit it's due because it's a good show. The best show in WWE right now. Because Raw, like I said, Raw sucks. SmackDown's not that great either. And all you have is NXT. That's what's helping WWE right now. That's what's barely getting ratings, right? Well, not barely, but it's getting ratings. That's it. Because Raw's barely getting 1.6, 1.7. Sometimes they'll get a 2. Well, that's it. SmackDown, it's on Fox, it's on a major network. They usually get about 2.5 million. So at least SmackDown's getting some ratings. But NXT, they're slowly getting there. I think, like I said, I think they'll get to a million by itself on Tuesday nights. And we'll see what happens with that. So that's that. So like I said, once again, 7 out of 10 stars for NXT, and we'll see what happens next week on the show. All right, everybody, thank you all for watching the show, watching my video. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Nick, as always, for coming in. One of my main supporters on my channels and in the Prophecy, and as well as my good buddy Chase and fan of YouTube and everybody else. Because the Prophecy is taking over YouTube, and it will take over your life, and that's all I got to say about that. And if you're not down with that, if you're not down with the Prophecy, well, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels as well. And continue to smash that like button to death. Don't forget to follow me on social media. Share the video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap that goddamn bell so you never, ever, ever miss an upload. And don't forget to turn on all my notifications so you get notified on when I go live or when I do a video on my trusty old flippity-dippity phone. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, we got NXT. Woohoo! We got Dynamite coming up in an hour. So it should be a great show, as always, on Wednesday night, because it's Wednesday, and you know what that means. So time for Dynamite. So it should be a good show tonight. Don't know if I'm going to do a review tonight. I might not. If not, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably do it tomorrow. I think I'm going to take the rest of the night off, watch Dynamite, have dinner with the missus, get to do what half you people wish you could do, and that's fuck and get your dick sucked and get some pussy. So I'm gonna get that and enjoy some dinner. Maybe watch a movie. I know I downloaded the Resident Evil Village demo, so I might play a little bit of that. I wish the game was on PS4. I don't know why it's on PS5. And I don't have the moolah to get a PS5 right now, but I think hopefully by Christmas, or maybe by early next year, I'll get the PS5 and I can download Village and I can play that game to death. And then when Final Fantasy 16 comes out on the PS5, no, it's not coming out on the PS4, sadly, which sucks. When I get Final Fantasy 16, that'll be everything. I'll be playing that game to death. That's probably the only 2 games I'll be getting that I'll play to death. Maybe a couple others, but I don't know. Maybe new Spider-Man, but mostly be Resident Evil, Final Fantasy, and maybe Spider-Man. But not gonna get anything like Call of Duty or anything like that, unless they bring out a new Wolfenstein game, which I'm hearing they might. I might get the new Wolfenstein game because I love playing Wolfenstein and Medal of Honor or something like that. Because I hate playing Call of Duty. Call of Duty's boring as fuck. Sorry for all you people that play Call of Duty, zombies and all that shit. Fucking boring. It's a boring game and online play sucks. I only played online a couple times and the people online are fucking douchebags. They use stealth and all this shit. Go fuck yourselves, man. That's why I don't play online. I'd rather just play the goddamn game. I don't like online mode. It's garbage. That's all I gotta say about that. So anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna might play the demo of Resident Evil Village later, a little bit later. And then maybe watch a movie with the missus and have some good sex, and then go to bed. Get ready for Thursday, and then that's it. So we'll see what happens with that. So like I said, if I don't do the video, the review for AEW tonight, like I said, I'll definitely do it tomorrow, and I think tomorrow I'll also do episode 195 of the Gilmore Chronicles, which is gonna be a special episode. So I'm gonna give you some realism, some real talk on episode 195. Gonna kind of give you an update about my journey through depression and anxiety. Because I haven't really kind of updated you guys about my my condition, about my struggles with depression and anxiety. Haven't done that in about a year or two. So I want to kind of catch you guys up with that, since I haven't done it since like TGC 30 or 33. So it's been a while. So I'm going to catch you guys up to date with that. So I'm going to do that live. So I'm going to go live probably twice tomorrow. So hit that bell on this channel and on my TGC Reborn channel to get those to get notified on when those videos come up. Come in the chat, talk about AEW, and if you want to, talk about depression and anxiety and mental health and all that other shit, come on in. And that's all I got to say about that. So that's what's on deck for tomorrow. And we got SmackDown Friday. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video Friday, but probably do the SmackDown review on Saturday, and then Sunday night, probably after Rebellion goes off the air, I'll probably just talk a little bit about Rebellion. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna talk about Kenny Omega and Rich Swann and the aftermath of that, and comes out with all the gold at Rebellion, and we'll see what happens with that. So that's it. So that's my videos for coming up in the next couple of days. Hopefully you all get ready for that. Like I said, don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you get notified when I go live and when I do a video off the phone. And that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. Enjoy AEW Dynamite coming up in just about an hour, just under an hour right now, 59 minutes away. So enjoy Dynamite tonight. It's gonna be great, awesome, epic, whatever you want to call it. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. And like I said, if you're not down with that, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it, motherfuckers. If you're not down with that, well, fuck you. And you can suck my dick. And have a great rest of your Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. And I'll see you motherfuckers next time. Peace. Ha! Ha ha!